What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Watch and Cut channel. So this is your host, Alex, and today we're going to talk about this Serge Slipjoint Razor. This is not a brand new release, but they are still available in the Gen 2, and this is a Gen 1, so that's even older than that. So, but with Serge knives, actually, in his production line, I've just been kind of having a thing with the blue Stonewash production ones. For some reason, I just keep kind of buying these really weird little knives that, honestly, I mean, they serve great for everyday purpose knives, especially like a slip joint like this. As a matter of fact, these are all slip joints. Here's another one right here. This one's rather large. That's what she said. And then here, there's this one. Everybody, including Serge Panchenko, likes to flick their bean once in a while.
Hey, what is flicking the bean? Masturbate by stimulating the what?
So there you have it. So I like to buy these blue production ones for some reason. It's not something I really came up with. It's just something that started happening. This is the only oddball that is not matching in the collection. This is a really cool knife. I do know of somebody, I'm not going to say names, but screen name EDC for fun. I know somebody that has a blue one that they could trade me even plus some cash. That would kind of expand my collection. Anyways, I wasn't talking to you, Dennis, or anything. But yeah, this is a really cool knife that I would love to have in blue. Well, the blue iteration continues with the Slipjoint Razor.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, I really like his stuff. He's got kind of like this retro steampunk kind of design cue. He makes watches too. I brought these out because might as well, right? Like we're talking about all the Serge stuff. So that's kind of my entire Serge collection, and then adding this one along. So here's what this is. This is another slip joint. But this is kind of like a fad going on right now. And I thought it was really interesting. There was something kind of similar before this one. And here it is, the Rut Tool. With it's by Todd Rexford. This is kind of like a little limited edition one. You push this out, it opens the scale up, and then it lets that blade like kind of slide out a little bit. So you can literally just unlock it, and then there you go, snap it into place. Now you got a little cutting tool, which is pretty freaking awesome. You also have a little driver right here, a little flathead pry bar, a little, a bottle opener. So it's kind of a neat little tool that Todd Rexford did a while back. Anyways, fast forward to now. One of the things that's been kind of coming around is these kind of cool little slip joints that have a knife handle, but yet they have a utility blade on the end of it. Now, I was kind of bummed out because I did buy this brand new out of the box or whatever, but this is an eBay find, right? And this is a bit of an older knife. So I don't know what happened, if this thing got, messed up in storage. So another thing we're going to do in this video is, I already looked up the blade. We're going to swap out the blade. And even better, I don't know, I brought this one too, just in case, because I might just decide to go with this one, which is an Alabama Damascus blade. That might look pretty sweet on that, I don't know. So we'll keep this out for now. Anyways, let's go ahead and make this table clear out.
One eternity later.
All right, now we're back in business. So here's what we're gonna do. Since this knife's got a nasty blade, we're gonna go ahead and see how well these tools that are provided by the manufacturer work out. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's some extra stuff right here in case you strip some. That was definitely a concern of mine because these are tiny little Torx bits. But being that I wanted for it to be original, this is the actual blade that's in there. It's the model 1992. This is a little 5-pack I bought on Amazon for $5. So the original blade can definitely go onto it. So let's go ahead and snag these little tools and see how easy this actually is. I think I'm just gonna put the Damascus one on. I'll see how it fits. So let's go ahead and try this out. So what's cool right off the bat is that this was not like super hard to overcome. I was a little nervous because it's a small screw. This was rather pretty easy to do. So, you know, there are some like utility blade tools like the rut that I showed earlier that you don't have to go through like the whole unscrewing and this and that, but this gives you an extra level of security that, you know, a pocket knife would give you. So all I can tell you is just be patient. These factory screw head things here, these little tools, will suffice just fine because there's not like a whole lot of force that you need to generate. That little plate comes off and there you have it. Out comes out your old rusty blade or whatever the hell happened to this. And that's what you're left with. Pretty clever little device. But let's just take a look and see. I'm just curious. I think I'm gonna put this baby on. So it's gonna go, you can see there's like a little cutout. It's supposed to fit right here. And it actually fits pretty nicely on this thing. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we orient this thing the correct way. You can use this little pin to kind of guide and keep your thing, but you can see this is a little fidgety. Not too bad. There we go. All right, so now we got the blade on. We're gonna put the screws back in and kind of sandwich tighten this thing back up here. And hopefully we got a nice lockup on this little utility blade. I'm assuming these are like T5s, honestly, because they are so tiny. But man, this thing actually looks pretty cool with the Damascus blade. I was like really tempted to do this, and you know, I thought about it because I actually bought this blade for the rut tool. But with the rut tool, there are variations with the blade. So what ends up happening with those little slight variations, it has to be machined to tolerance with that one because there's no screws to screw it down. So what ends up happening is you're gonna have to basically make sure it's the exact same diameter. And in this case, this blade's a little on the thinner side. It's like the old school size. So we'll see if this works out. If it does, it'd be super cool. Sorry. Maybe I didn't crank this down enough. My bad. And you don't want to over tighten these either. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. That is pretty badass, I would say. Serge is going to be like, I didn't make that model. It's kind of cool because I've been collecting for years and I always have like random stuff laying around, like an Alabama Damascus Razor blade, you know? I can't even remember the guy I got it from. I got it from a guy on Instagram years ago. Probably like three or four years ago, I think. But hell, now this thing looks freaking sick. So there you have it. Not too bad actually with the tool. It's a little fidgety with the you know, with the tiny screws and the tiny screw heads, but honestly it had like a nice positive like fitment and it felt like it locked into place. So I really liked how that whole over appearance worked out, and I'm really glad that there's extra screws in there as well because they are very small, and if you intend to use this thing a lot, You know, that is one of those things that you're going to want to, you know, probably be careful when you're tightening up the screws on this bad boy. So anyways, that will about do it for this guy. Please leave comments down below. What do you guys think of this new utility blade knife generation of stuff coming out? You guys dig it? Do you guys think it's kind of useless? Does it make a knife obsolete is the question. Of course, the answer is no, but you know, here's kind of like a mono titanium design. This whole thing is cut out of one piece of titanium, which is what makes it really cool. But when you push the tab, it splits it apart a little bit, and then it locks into place. These are cool to me. I think these are really cool backup blades for like the instances when you got to open up a box or use something super abrasive, you know, and you got your nice Damascus blade that you don't want to jack up. I think these are pretty cool for that whole reason. What do you guys think? Anyways, guys, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave comments down below. And as for now, this is the Watch and Cut channel. Out.